Oh gosh, I hate that loop. Oh, my chatters, you know how you do. Just catch the replay because I'm so sporadic. So sporadic. But I had to do this again because my morning mess live was, first of all, my morning mess live was so messy that it wasn't even when I was supposed to go because I normally go like really early in the morning. For those that know, you get it. And I said, you know what? Let me just readjust and focus because now I'm back to, getting my cool on, my Najee Ramba, watching TV shows, and all that there and trying to get out of the funk. So I still had some things to say that I was supposed to say in my morning live that I kind of just didn't get out. I love you, my poo, that I kind of didn't get out. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go live. So every now and then when I open it, but my real chatters know, like, don't inbox me with certain things because I'm not going to entertain it. But every now and then something slips through the cracks. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then something slips through the tracks. And I don't know how many times I have to say this. I never was, and I'm not at a space. When I started this platform, my platform was never to engage in a certain way with people that were covering the same story as me. It just never was. I got into a situation early on with a content creator in a situation that had nothing to do with me, and it affected my platform tremendously. And it was in that moment I learned how ugly YouTube can be. You know what I mean? And I just kind of never did it again. I don't. So, I mean, I get it. Give it up how you give it up, feel how you feel, or whatever. But I'm sorry, like over here in my bubble, it's not my job nor my place to speak of anybody else's platform and what they have going on, especially if we're in the same sector. I can tell if it was somebody that was covering, like, I don't know, Krishan or Blueface or whatever, but I just don't. I just don't. So hate it or love it, phony or fake, whatever. Call what you want. I literally don't care because I'm gonna just eat a sandwich on your ass. I'm just not at that point. You know what I mean? Um, and that is what it is. So to that person that managed to slip through the cracks, sorry. Nice try. I'm not the one for you, baby. I am just not. So in other news, there was something that with spiritual berries, you guys, like, you, for those that watch, I had my video about him and how I felt a way about his post and what he said to the party that was married to his baby's mama. Heavy on baby's mama because he did not marry her. One thing I will say throughout my rant, and again, people see things differently, you guys, but I'm very disappointed. I'm disappointed because here you had a moment in where you could have saw two men unite. The man that married the baby's mama, because keep in mind you didn't marry her, but you provided her with three children. Keep in mind you did not marry her, but yet you provided her with three children. Here you had a situation where you could have united as a man that stepped in and married your baby's mama, because keep in mind you did not marry her and you gave her three children. And I'm very disappointed. Hey, Mr. Terry, salute. I'm very disappointed that that young hippie man, and again, I'm still going to be petty because just looking at his social media, I think that brother is still extremely misguided by the riches and the jewels, and you have to wear the labels and all of that. I think you still have a lot of learning to do, sir. But I was very disappointed to see that in that moment, you couldn't rise above that, especially being as spiritual and enlightened that you are, to say, you know what, regardless of whatever, personal feelings aside, My children did live with this man. So that was really disappointing. I didn't get to say that, during my rant because y'all know how I get. But I'm disappointed that someone so spiritual and so enlightened, didn't see that as a moment. Hey, Miss Flowers, didn't see that as an opportunity to say what you want, hate and love them. My children lived with them. I just feel like that was real whack. Like that was whack to me. That was really, really whack to me. People might see it differently. I'm not that type of woman. I'm the type of woman to where regardless of personal feelings towards you, regardless if I can despise somebody, but even though I told y'all before in another live, it's only one person on this earth that I have a very strong dislike for, and I'm related to him. But even if I have a strong distaste for someone, I can still find their right. You know what I mean? So it was really disappointing that hippie man and all of his jewelry didn't use that as an opportunity to say my children did live there. I don't know, y'all. I just feel like that was whack. Hey Shanta, how you doing, baby? Hey Miss Flowers. I don't know, you guys. That rubbed me the wrong way. It rubbed me the wrong way, and it was disappointing. It was really, really disappointing, especially if you conduct yourself in a certain way, like spiritual berries conducts himself as being a, a, a spiritual scholar. I don't know. I don't know what label he has or what. I don't know. Whatever he is, you definitely, you at least paint the picture that you're a man of some sort of religion. And it's just really unfortunate that you couldn't at least credit someone and say, you know what, regardless, he's right, my children lived there for years. I just think that was whack of him. Hey, school psych, what you doing, baby? What you doing, baby? I don't know, y'all. That just rubbed me the wrong way. It really did. It rubbed me the wrong way. So, again, because I want to get my saga feelings out because I haven't really been in it. But another thing, when it comes to Brianna and Janelle, no, pause. Pause before I say this. Maybe call this my end of year purging, you guys. Let's do that. We're going to call this my end of year purging. Do that. Take notes. So, after I did my interview, and I shared this before, I did an interview or whatever, and throughout this saga, I've learned some things. I've seen some things. I've even received videos of some things. I'll say if I wanted to build my channel and be in the double digits, baby, I promise you, I assure you, I could have blew the roof off. Call me a liar, believe it or not. That's fine with me. You know what I mean? I know who I am. So, with learning some things, it made me say, nah, I'm good. Because I'm not in the business of, granted, I humiliated. Don't get it twisted. Let's make that very clear. I bashed, and I might still do every now and then if I feel the need that someone requires it. You know, I'll forever think that woman has extremely large feet. That's what it is. Some women do. I think there's a tribe in Africa where the women do, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So let's not act like I'm clean because I got dirty extremely. And my boo boo stink. But if I wanted to be extremely dirty, my chatters, from me to you, I assure you I could have done that a year ago. Certain things I hold and certain things I keep. But I will say this to the parties that be, don't forget that. Okay? So, uh, now to Brianna and Johnny Boy. My feelings, again, I'm going to put my feelings towards her aside because I don't know this woman personally. I just know how she conducted herself. And I know I was very offended in times when she spoke of bullying and, how the children have to see the mother being bashed. And I agree at times, you know, the children might have seen a video of me saying some things about the feet. However, you as a mother still walked a fashion show with sodas taped to your breast, with the skirt tooted up, with your son in the audience. You, as a mother, still conducted yourself because just like Cardi B said, with someone saying, "Oh my goodness, these lyrics and your children, and how do you feel?" And she basically was like, "Well, why do you have your kids listening to me?" I know it sounds harsh, but that's the truth. Because at the end of the day, you are their influence. You and you alone. What you say, what you do. So, me as a spectator, I've seen situations and conduct where I'm saying, mm. But imagine what they hear and see when the cameras are off. Do they see you broken? Do they see you crying? Do you have conversations with your daughter about your boyfriend and his infidelities and all of that? Because if so, that's a you thing. And you can't blame the internet for bashing you if you, as a mother, display certain characteristics and traits to your children. And I feel like that was something that was missed. We want to say, oh my goodness, the bullying, the bullying, the bullying. But what do they see from the influence from the party that brought them here? You know what I mean? Just saying, to each his own. Feel how you want to feel. Say what you want to say. I don't care. But that's truth. Have they seen mommy cry more times than they should have? Have they been present and seen arguments? Have they been left to play in their room while mommy is locked in her bedroom with boyfriend? Do they want to not receive a happy meal because they're hungry? But I digress. You know what I mean? Hey, Miss Brenda. So we can say it's bullying. Perhaps it is. But you are the influence. You are the influence that they see. The videos that you yourself put out, they see. No other content creator, no nothing. They've seen that. And this was from mommy. So while we can say creators bashed her and bullied her, okay, I'll take that. But what behavior did they see from mommy? And you have to earn that and receive that and be fair enough to say, you know what? You got a point. Just saying. So when it comes to that man with hips and his butter business, we can say that a man doesn't want to get involved and he has to protect his brand, right? Oh my goodness. And it's so important because image is everything, right? Everybody has to care about image and how you look to everybody. And if you want to catch a movie role, let's be honest. I don't see that man going far. His career is already ruined, and that's just my personal opinion. And if something changes 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, and if I'm still on this earth, I'll stand corrected. But I think that his career, or what career he could have had, is already ruined. But I think that he played a part in that. Just saying. You and you alone. So we can say he shouldn't have received the slander and oh my goodness, these people bashed him and they put his hashtag up and all of that. But let's look at the videos that he tried to scrub off of social media that he himself partook in. See, at the end of the day, it's about accountability and actions. So you can say, oh my goodness, we were, yeah, oh, they're stupid. The creators are, oh, they're all this and they're all that. But let's not forget their own conduct. Their own conduct. So you, sir, were you thinking of a movie role when you were saying I'm outside and I was blasting Brie Gone? Were you thinking of your movie role then? Were you thinking of any of that? Were you thinking about a movie role when you were on live with your baby's mama, now baby mama, and you were cursing in front of the children? Were you thinking about your movie role then? Now, granted, a content creator could have picked that up and made a video about it. Maybe I even did. I probably did. But you did it. Accountability, actions. Hey, Miss Donna. So we can point the finger, we can say the bashing, and we can do all of that. But who provided the content for the bashing? What behavior provided the content for the bashing? What actions created the conduct for the bashing? What post and delete created the content for the creators? You, in your actions, spatting, tripping a pregnant woman, whatever the case may be. We missed the part where we were mad at the people that made a video about it, but we were not mad at the party that created the content to even have a video made about it. You see, people can't talk about what they don't know. People can't talk about what they don't see. You created that. So, did you create it because you like the attention? Did you create it because it was a moment? Did you create it because you don't care if it's clicks and views as long as you're being talked about? And now you want to go in a corner and cry and say, how could you make a video about it? But keep in mind, it was your actions. Your actions. Nobody else's. I'm outside. Sir, were you thinking about your next movie role then? So, to Mr. Spiritual Berries, hey, Miss Dawson. Hey, Candy Girl. Hey, Dee Dee. So, to Mr. Spiritual Berries, I think there was a post, and if he didn't say it, I'll stand corrected. But it was alluded to, where were you and you let this go on and, et cetera, et cetera. Where was the man that currently impregnated her? Where was his voice when she was being bashed? Because he's now stepdaddy and he's now having children that are going to be your children's brother and sister. So where's the outrage to why he was silent? So I'll give you that. Let's just say, oh my goodness, all right, you dropped the ball. You should have been there. You should have said something. But we have someone right now, in this current moment, current, that has said nothing at all because of image, right? That's acceptable. Because when you love a woman, you stand up for her, right? Or am I tripping? Hey, my Shells Bell. Or am I tripping? Conduct, actions, accountability. That's what it all equates to. So, spiritual berries, okay, if that's your moment, you let this happen. Sir, there's a new sheriff in town. There's a new man that's in the home with the children that's also letting this happen. Just saying. He'll rather post a picture or video of his dog licking his own balls before he says anything about your children, but your outrage isn't there. Why is that, sir? These are questions that I can't answer. These are just things that I observe because keep in mind, you provide the content for the people to create bashing videos about because it's bashing. But it wasn't your behavior. No, it's not your behavior at all. It's everybody else's fault. How dare you? How dare you see my behavior and call me out on it? The nerve, right? The gall, the shade of it all. That, peace, Shakima. Exactly, my shells bell. I'm laughing at the spiritual berries. So it's the shade of it all. If you want me to sit here as a content creator to say, and I've said it again, because I own my shit, I was immature. I teased, I mocked. I sure did. But who provided the content? I didn't make the content myself. I didn't alter it in any way. I simply looked at moments in which I said, what the hell is going on here? You are in a fashion show in a high school gym in a patent leather skirt with soda taped to your breast and your children in the audience. Absolutely, I'm going to have something to say about that. Because to me, that's the type of outfit when mommy and daddy is role playing. Just saying. If you're into it, you're into it. I done been a nurse before. You know what I mean? That's not something that you put out there and have your children to see mommy in a tooted up orange patent leather skirt with the panties underneath, cheeks out, soda taped to the bosom. And your child, who you say is clearly at an age where he's expressing himself sexually because the world got to hear about his blanket going up and down, he gets to see women walking with skirts tooted up the ass, panties, and drinks taped to his butt. I bet you that blanket was moving that night. But why was it moving? Because mommy took him there. That's not a me problem. That's a you problem. And how dare you be mad at anyone for calling that out? I mean, am I tripping? Am I tripping? You mad at me or whomever for calling it out, but I didn't have Coca-Cola taped to my butt, my breast, with my boy in the audience at my fashion show because I'm a model. Baby, models don't walk in school gyms. Okay? That wasn't it. Models don't have these celebratory things. And another one, like we was DJ Khaled with these magazine covers and magazines that are on nobody's newsstands. Nobody's. No newsstand had any of the magazine covers. You couldn't get it at Penn Station. You couldn't get it at DTW. You couldn't get it at LaGuardia Air. None of these covers were at any station. Hey, Mate. Period, Candy Girl. None of them. But that's not to say we shouldn't celebrate our successes. But please, let's not overcompensate or try to make it seem like this is something that no one else can do because we were so busy proving a point that we are that girl. But inside, we were broken and still broken. And we let social media dictate our emotions. We let social media put us into a relationship that serves us no good and purpose. We let social media and comments convince us that this man was the cat's meow. He's the cat's piss. And cat's piss, if it ever gets in carpet, baby, you might even have to remove the padding. That's how bad cat's piss is. He's the cat's piss. There's nothing amazing about him. So say what you want about the ex husband, but we have someone currently who doesn't speak up, who doesn't stand up, who clearly poked his chest up and is worried about his image. But yet, this is a man to so many. This. Absolutely not. Hey, my BJ Lex, I'm good. How are you? Absolutely not. So again, I stand here dirty because I ain't clean. I judged, I made videos, etc., etc., etc. But it was made based off the content and behavior that these parties put out themselves that they refuse to take accountability for. And that doesn't sit well for me because just how I can take accountability for saying, yeah, I said it, they rather point the finger and say, how dare you say it? But no accountability for what you put out, what you displayed, what you allowed others to view and hear and see and witness. Have you no shame? Et tu, Brute? I say et tu, Brute? Hey, Miss Lots. Hey, Miss Sadie. So it's cool to point the finger. I'll take that. Some deliveries were extremely brash. Absolutely. Sure was. Absolutely. But so was the content, the behavior, and the actions that was put on display for the world to see. Let's be accountable there. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? You know what I'm saying, Vern? Just saying. Just saying. Come on. But different strokes for different folks. People will see things how they want to see things. If you want to sit here and say bullying, okay. But I think that woman bullied her own household. And that's my opinion. Because I've watched videos myself in which children were included and shouldn't have been. And that's bullying as well. So hopefully, moving forward with more children being added into the equation, we don't see this behavior with baby daddy number 3 acts up because he's going to act up. And hopefully we learn from our mistakes. Because if we don't, let me tell you what's going to happen. The content, the actions, the behavior that you display for the world will be ridiculed and a video will be made. Possibly even from me, depending if I have time or not or what the context is. Just saying. That part, Candy. So, listen, to each his own, you guys. We've been on such a journey. We are literally going into another year. Another year. In just a matter of days, we are going to another year with the same shenanigans. At this point, that's the only thing I can say. It's just shenanigans. It's given shenanigans. Hey, the unknown realm. I love that name. I do. I do. The unknown realm. Wow. I feel like I want that on a t-shirt or a hoodie because I'm a hoodie girl. Okay, Miss Brenda. Hey, Diva, Miss Pender. We are literally going into another year with shenanigans. Shenanigans. So back to my other order of business. because I have time today. I'm responding. You knocked at my door. I'ma open. Okay? Thank you. When it comes to two sisters who have something going on, that's not my content. That's not my business. And you will never get a response from me on that. Hello, goodbye. And that's all I got to say about that. Okay? Clear? All righty then. This year was definitely seeing things put on the floor. So Sleepy may think twice before he put something on the internet. I hope so, Miss Lots. I really do. He really does. And this has taught me, granted, like I said, it depends on what she puts out. It might, spark a fire. Just like when Sleepy decided to do that live, he listen, if you like it, if you flick my bit, baby, don't be surprised if it sparks up, you know? So yeah, I've been sparked up a few times with this story. I promise you. But I've also learned at some point I'm gonna mind my business and not get involved. Because that's basically what I did. Not speak for nobody else. I got in these people's business. Sure did. However, I'm glad that I did in some instance because regardless, whatever happens, I still believe in my heart of hearts, and I stand firm on that. What was displayed as a man breaking bones and swelling heads, I will never believe that. And I will never think that it's okay for anybody to say that if it's not true. Never. Sorry. I'm not changing that about myself. I'm not changing my stance on that. And I think that is an apology. I still even think to the network that ran that on needs an apology, and I feel like people need to do their due diligence before you let people say like that, and it's certain proofs that need to be put out there. It just, that's me. Because to me, when I hear breaking bones and swelling heads, you know how major that is to me? You know how severe that is. You got to come with, you can't just put that out there. I'm sorry. Absolutely not. Because it's some women really walking around here swelling. And let me also remind you, it's some women that ain't here no more. Gone. I'm still angry over mine. Gone. Head blew off. So when you talk about swelling heads, to me, my mind goes to someone's head blew off because I experienced that. So I will never, ever, ever, ever be able to overlook that statement. Ever. Thanks, Miss Simone. Miss Pender, I hope so, because this retrograde got me releasing y'all. And ooh, this retrograde is something serious for me. I promise you. I'm just saying that I'm saying it. Even in my personal life, I promise you. This retro is so retroing for me. This is not the time to ask me any questions because I promise you I'm gonna answer. You know what I mean? That's just where I'm at. So I just, certain things you guys triggered me in this story and that interview and people allowing that to be aired, that stuff like that makes me very angry because we shouldn't be able to put that on anybody, man or woman, if it's not factual. That shouldn't be able to be broadcasted. Breaking bones and swelling heads, that's contusions, that's tumors, that's disfiguration. You know how serious those words are? We don't play like that. Don't say that. Now, if you want to say you and your man was toxic and tussling, own that. But don't sit nowhere and put that on nobody's broadcast. That to me, absolutely not. As I said before, I think they should have never got married. And I stand on that. And I'm sure he learned his lesson, and he probably won't even answer another Instagram DM for the rest of his life because he's scarred. And rightfully so. But they should have never gotten married. Never. That's my opinion. My Tebe says, yup, she was full of lies. Girl, my shells bells. And why before he did that live, he has to read some Bible verses with which his delivery didn't have anything to do with RH. Because he's full of it, Miss Shells. Right. I was just so disgusted by his whole approach. I'm sorry. I don't have any respect for that man. And I think maybe if he didn't try to use his religion as a camouflage, maybe I would be interested to hear what he has to say. But I think he's misguided. And no, I can't with him. I think he's a fraud. That's just my personal opinion. And he takes out scriptures of convenience. You ever know people like that? Child, they probably just got finished selling ass at 5:55, but they gonna find a verse at 5:56 to justify what they did at 5:55. Girl, you was just selling ass. I said, girl, you was just selling ass. Please don't give me no verse at 5:56. We not doing this. Child, thou shalt not sell ass. You know what I mean? So I don't like people that kind of use these scriptures of convenience. That bothers me. It really does. It really does. I can't. I'm not doing this with these people and just picking out what scriptures they feel applies. But meanwhile, you was boosting on Tuesday. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to tell y'all I'm perfect. I'm a sinner. And hey, it is what it is. I have sinned. Okay? And might sin again tonight. Cause I'm damn sure about to sin because I'm rolling up my joint right now and I'ma get high. I'ma get high, high, high. And I'ma play my guitar in my panties. High. Okay? And give zero fucks. But I tell you what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna have no damn pushing the collection plate and trying to tell you that I done turned into Sister Chatty because I would be lying to you. Cause that ain't who I am. Now, am I spiritual? Absolutely. Do I believe? Absolutely. But I ain't perfect. He's still working on me. I got some work to do. I pray every night and say, please forgive me. So look here. It is what it is. So when it comes to spiritual berries, how dare you? And gonna sin again. I'm just being honest, Miss Brenda. We ain't perfect out here. Indeed. It will, you know? Period, Pooh. False prophet indeed, my shells. I would say video it, but you can't post that online. Right, child. You know how I get in so much trouble. Me and my drawers on my guitar, smoking my joint. I just can't. But don't sit out here and try to make it seem like you something that you not. So when it comes to spiritual berries and him eating off his forsaken tree, I can't with him. I can't, you guys. I really can't. Certain people, like it's just certain things that like irritate me. Like, how we all have our triggers, like pastors and like fake, religious people. Like, that's one of mine. That's always been a trigger of mine. I don't like it. I think I somewhat skimmed on my experience that I think traumatized me in my 20s with this pastor who was extremely inappropriate with me as a young woman. And here I was just going to church and he was trying to lay hands. I mean, literally, I was so disgusted and taken aback because I didn't know. I was young, I was naive. I told you I ain't give it up, but just to see this man's behavior and how he attempted to manipulate me with, contacting me and saying certain things, I'm saying he trying to get some pussy. That there was no ifs ands about it. I was disgusted. I learned that in my 20s at a very young naive girl. I literally was coming to this man and this church to receive the good word. And this man was trying to fill me up. I say his cup was about to runneth over. It was disgusting. I was so disgusted to see, like, wait a minute. Are you for real? Are you for real? No. You got L Pop somewhere laughing right now after saying that. Cool Ashton. Who's L Pop? Who L Pop? Cool Ashton. Alexa, play Janae Aiko trying to smoke. That part. Miss Penda, you want to smoke with me, girl? Child. Because I get a special blend. It's, my doctor, because, in anger management. Child. I'm still working on me. Y'all think I'm playing. I posted on my Facebook today because I thought my anger management coach still followed me, but I was dead serious. My post, y'all, I said, hey, I'm going to need an appointment before next year. I hope she see it because I was not playing. I listen, I am subject to snap. Leave me alone. So granted, she has helped me through some things with my rage. But baby, it took me a long time to get to where I am, to be this person that just wants to receive and give love, because I was hell on heels, I promise you. And I don't like her. I don't like being dark like that. So just leave me alone in my bubble. And that's all a part of boundaries where we have to set for one another. And I had to learn that the hard way. I had no boundaries. I was little Mrs. Yeah, yeah, okay, sure. You want me? Okay, good. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, good. Child, I was fainting on almost every 3 week basis. Child, I fainted in Kohl's before. I fainted in Dillard's. That's like a Macy's for those don't know. I was passing out, y'all. This is about 10 years ago, but this is how I was overextending myself to people. Yeah, yeah, sure. Okay, I got it. Yeah, yeah, sure. I got it. I was delirious. The word no didn't exist for me. Child, I was fainting. You hear me? Always having to get some damn fluids because I was dehydrated and fainting, just giving myself to people. Now, pause on that. Now, y'all know that therapist, not the therapist, that tarot reader said Gemini's was going to be a hoe in December. I'm not saying giving it up in that way, so don't do me. I'm saying just, helping people. That's who I was. Yeah, yeah, sure. Got it. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, sure. Right on it. Right on top of that. Girl, bye. I was delirious. Delirious. Until I learn boundaries. And you know what happens when you learn boundaries? You find that some people ain't gonna like that. I'm so glad some of them motherfuckers got away from me when I started saying no, child. It lets you know who's supposed to be there. I promise you. I promise you. And I feel so much better. I really do. Ooh, I promise. The unknown realm says that guy got too many chains on for one. Okay, the unknown realm. I'm gonna read the rest of your comment, but I'm glad you said that. His chains irritate me. It's given, sir. You used to be a street hustler. It's giving. Please don't stop. It's giving you still hustle. That's what it gives to me, sir. So I hope you know that. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not gonna put that on you, sir. But I know a nigga that know how to bag up. I tell you that much. And I think you, sir, at some point might have bagged up. Hello, goodbye. Okay. One, sweater's too tight, period. Unknown realm. Third, he has a leader. Say what you said when you said it. Not me, not ever. And you said what you said. You know? Ho 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 right down Santa's chimney. Okay. Oh, sorry, Lupac. Oh, so let me read it again. Cool. You got Lupac somewhere laughing right now after saying it. I know, right? So yeah, it's given he done bagged up before. Now, sir, that's my opinion. You can't take that. But look here, it's given you might have served a customer. Just saying. That might have been in your past life before you found whatever Jesus you worshiping, but I feel like you bagged up before. And that's just what those sweaters and gold chains is giving, nigga. Listen, don't let the Chanel fool you. I got some goons. I know how it go. Was you cooking it or did you get it? You know what I'm saying? Look here. It's giving you done serve some work. Whatever. Anyway, but amen, right? Amen. It's the shade for me. Little Miss Shady Boots. It's the shade for me. I will never ever eat an edible or drink anything else with THC because that stuff had me throwing up, barely could walk, all because my cousin had too much THC and stuff. So I just started, oh, my shells, you had the wrong batch, baby. You got to do it the correct way. Because I promise you, you will not throw up, my baby. They gave you the wrong stuff. We don't do that. We do not do that. We do not. I have met some amazing people throughout this story, y'all. I really have. I have met some amazing people. I will hold secrets for some people. Some people I will never judge because it's not my place to. And that's just what it is. I stop speaking to certain people and will wish them well. I'm not there, y'all. I'm just not. I'm not. Now I remember when we used to, be on the panels all late and three of us. I remember me, Pac, and Retta, we would do some late night lives and switch panels and be up late and all that. And it was a good time once upon a time. It's just not that anymore, y'all. At least not for me. It's not that. I'm not there anymore. I don't have the energy, first of all. And I'm just not there. I'm just not there. But, you know, it is what it is. Tay says, yes, I missed that. We had a good time, y'all. Sometimes, like, because some of my older lives, I privated them that was in the story, but I'll be lying. I think I made it public for y'all again. I'll have to look. But it was just like 2 weeks ago. I was going through some videos. I had some time. I was waiting for somebody to come out of the doctors. And it was a video that me, Pac, and Retta did. And I think we were on my page. And RH had came in the chat and he was talking about, like, can y'all sing or whatever. And and he was like, all right, spit something. Girl, y'all, if y'all could hear, I got to find this one video because I think I played that part over about 5 times. I started doing a beat, my infamous beat. Choo, 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 choo. I did a beat. I think Retta might have freestyle. Lupac was singing her ass off. He was like, no. Child, that was 20 seconds. Wait, did I start singing too? Oh my goodness, y'all. That shit was so funny to me. I laughed. I would listen to that part. So we definitely had some giggles, throughout it all. But when it stopped getting giggly, I just, that wasn't it for me. If I can giggle, fine, but I don't like to be bad and angry and yelling. I don't. Can I? Yeah, but do I prefer it? Nah, I'm straight. But yeah, some of the giggles was a good time. Was a good time. I promise you it was. And that, oh my goodness, that one I know I made public again. I posted it on my wall. This was like 2 months ago. It was, I don't even know how this night happened with Amora coming on my panel. And Sweet Mom was up there, is me, Retta. It was so chaotic, y'all. Like, it was so chaotic, this particular live on my panel, where I'm just like, what the hell were we even thinking? And Amora fucking dismissed my ass and said, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, oh, sure, okay, chitter chatter. So did this spit? Oh, this is why people hate me, because I laugh at shit you probably shouldn't laugh at. But we definitely had some moments. School Psych says, I know the feeling, Chatty. Same over here. Y'all, that live was so chaotic. I don't even know how that happened. It was not planned. It was a chaotic live. That one I do remember making public again. for everybody to watch and take a trip down memory lane. Cause baby, that was one for the books. It was a hot mess. Oh, Shell says she remembers. Okay. Okay. Shell's one of the OGs. Baby, to be a fly on the wall, it was so chaotic, this particular live. Baby. But we had some times. We have had some insults. But yeah, it gets to the point where if you can't laugh, I'm just not there. The laughing part was fun for me. The other stuff I can't do. I can't do. But just like the insults and all of that there, we had some good ones. We had some good ones. Candy Girl, she was calling you chitter chatter, and Retta, she was calling Rita. Yes, she kept calling her fucking Rita. And she kept calling me fucking chitter chatter. I was like, yo, that is not my name. Child, that was a hot mess. You hear me? A hot mess. Hey, my Becca. Well, cool. Ashton says, I remember. All right, y'all. We got a few people that was here in the beginning that seen the chaos. Child, that was one for the books. I don't know how that happened. But baby, as soon as she came on that panel, all hell broke loose. Can y'all hear me still? Because somebody was just calling me. I hate when people call me. I don't like to talk. I used to be cracking up watching y'all try because we were a mess. We were a mess. We were. It was bad, child. But I remember that. If I can laugh, good. But the extra, I can't get with. But honey, that shit was funny. That woman walked on that panel and it was a row. Child. Hot mess. Hot, hot mess. Tay says those were the times. Yes, my Tay. Those were the times. Those were the times, y'all. And here we are approaching a whole nother year, and it's still some times. Isn't that crazy? Man, how did we even get here? Did the girl have the babies, y'all? Did the child have the children? Lord have mercy. The child with the children. Yes, I remember y'all had some good times, right, Simone? We did. And pause. This ain't even shade, y'all. Real talk. 6 kids is a lot. That's a lot of work. I applaud, like there's some husband and wives, that have that. I got a girlfriend, they got a big family. I think they got 8, like she pregnant all the time. But that's their dynamic. But it's a lot, it really is a lot to have that many children. 6 kids, no shade. That's a lot. That's a lot of care. That requires a lot of care, making sure each child has the same amount, making sure each child their own individualities and their strengths are recognized, and whatever activities they need to be in. That's a lot of work, because we're at a time now, you shouldn't just be putting children in their room. They have to get out, whether it's ballet, whether it's a drill team, whatever the case may be. Your children should have something going on outside of school. So with 6, that is a lot of work. And that's a lot of work. The unknown realm says, if you can smoke with one person, who would it be? Someone everyone knows, just a question. I would have to say Snoop Dogg, because I feel like for every smoker, you gotta try it. But I gotta be honest with you, the unknown realm, I'm kind of scared, because most smokers that have tried to smoke with Snoop can't handle it. But I would definitely want to puff with Snoop Dogg. I really would. I would like to puff one of Snoop Dogg's joint with him and see what song he puts on, because Snoop likes to listen to classics and old school music when he smokes. If he's like in his trailer or something, so I would do a J with Snoop Dogg, to say I smoked with Snoop Dogg. You know what I mean? I feel like that's epic. No, the still in her parentheses. Okay, Shells, they still in her parentheses. Okay. They still chatty, don't do me. I ain't do you. Hey, Miss Cynthia, how are you doing, beautiful? Tay says, I will let you know when I deliver those parentheses and when the constructions are going to start. Yeah, so y'all let me know when the construction start and when she, deliver the parentheses. I'm wishing healthy babies, and that's not even shade, because hey, I love the kids. I hope that kids are right. I believe the children are our future. Boom, boom. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Boom, boom. Show them all the, you know what I'm saying? So, all of that. I hope the children are all right, y'all. I do. I really do. I hope they straight. Because, baby, baby, baby. Snoop Dogg, I would get hired from the fumes. I promise you, Tay. I feel like that would be so epic just to be like, oh my goodness, I smoke with Snoop. You know what I mean? I smoke with Snoop. I smoke with this is back in the day, back when your girl was hot to try, you know. Summer jams and all that there. I was backstage at a few little events. But yeah, I smoke with Redman, fellow Jersey. Shout out to Redman. Meth, DMX backstage. That was an epic summer jam. So, my 20s owe me nothing, y'all. They owe me nothing. Auntie was outside. I was outside a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. Like you give a little bit, you take a little back. You know what I'm saying? I was outside a little bit. The unknown realm says, yes, it is. I've been stuck on the number 6 for months. It be like that. It be like that. She really has to grow up for real. You know what? The unknown realm, for real. Real talk. Real talk. No shade. Real talk. And I hate when people, she's young. Like, first of all, 6 kids, man. That young ish needs to be out the door. You can't, you can't use that forever. And baby, I mean, look at it this way. You almost 40. Nah, baby. I can't let you get that, young, I'm young. I mean, some people in their 40s still feel young. I get it. If that's how you feel, yeah, I feel better now than I did in my 20s as far as body wise. But mentally, you got to grow up, you know? You got to grow up. Nothing wrong with being youthful at all. Nothing wrong with being youthful. Nothing wrong with even looking youthful, face wise. All of that is fine, great. But baby, that mind though, like what that mind do? You know what I mean? Child, get it together. She has to grow up. Has to. Has to. You can't be immature forever, You can't. Especially first of all, not with one child. You have to grow up. I feel like it comes a point in time, like when we have our children, what it's supposed to. Our children are supposed to, shape us and make us want to be better. You know, make us see life differently, make us behave differently. That's what just one alone is supposed to do. But if you have 6, I mean, you really got to come on now. Come on, come on. Come on. That mind has to be a little mature, and she has a lot of growing up to do, y'all. A lot of growing up to do. Candy says young as 21. I hate hearing that as an excuse for her behavior. Candy, that was another thing that ruffled my feathers. Like I was saying, people, she's young and she's a mama. I feel like once you have children, once you decide that you're gonna be a mama, once you bust it open, baby, sorry, playtime is over. And that's just my opinion. Sorry. Uh, the unknown realm says yes. I spoke with him in Hollywood when his premiere Bones came out. I'm hating low key. He told me take it easy, shorty. Then he passed out walking to the House of Blues, and I fell asleep. I love that memory for you. Period. I was with his family years ago. I love that memory for you. I do. I do. I promise you. So I don't know, y'all. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh, y'all. I've been on here a whole hour. Y'all know I don't do this. Ew, I feel away. I feel away. I done been on for a whole hour. Man, I don't know. I guess I just had to pop my ish and get some things out. I just, you know, mm, mm, I'm not doing it. Certain things, baby, I just can't do. Or certain things I'm just not even gonna, absolutely not. This story, if anything, should have taught people to mind their business. I ain't mind my business, but I promise you, certain businesses I'm just not going to get into. That is not my business. That's between A and B. You know what I mean? C and D. Mind your business, you know? I think it's easier that way. It really is. My daughter's in Snoop Dogg new show on Peacock. You better, The Unknown Realm. Shout out to your daughter for doing that. Salute. Very proud of her. Don't know her, but I'm proud of her. You know? Mind your business. You know, that's the only advice I have to give, for people. Mind your business, mind your platforms, and just leave it alone. A lot of the times, it ain't even worth it, y'all, to be honest. I promise you, it's not. It's not. And you know what I learned too? Just like the girlfriend that, oh my goodness, my man, my man, my man, and you say what you say, and then they end up getting back together and the girlfriend done told the man everything you said and now he looking at you with the side eye. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the same situation of when you insert yourself in certain things, because what happens if they decide to not feel that way tomorrow or next week or next month, and now you somewhere looking like boo boo the fool? It's best to just mind your business. It really is. In life, in YouTube, this isn't just a YouTube thing. It just goes beyond that. That's just what I learned, y'all. That's just what I've learned over the years. I promise you, in life and in YouTube. Sometimes it's best to just keep it to yourself. you know? It really is. I posted for those that did see it. I did delete it. I posted my sister earlier, but I took it off because when I went to my community wall and seeing her face, I got irritated. Um, everybody has their own things when they deal with grief or whatever. I can't look at certain family members. I'm not saying that it's right, y'all. It's not. Don't judge me, but sometimes I just can't see them. It just makes it. I don't care how long ago it was. I still struggle with looking at my grandma's picture, child. So, um, that's why you don't see it no more. When I went to my community wall, that was the first picture I seen. And I was like, why the hell did I post this? So my own ass got to look at it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Certain pictures I can't look at, y'all. I just can't see. I ain't that healed yet. I'm still a work in progress. I'm not that healed. My anger management coach ain't respond. So if y'all see me going off, blame my anger management coach. But I'm good. I'll be able to make it through the holidays just fine. I'll just be in my own little bubble. I love you, Pooh. I'll just be in my own little bubble, y'all. I will. I will. I will. I had someone bake me some amazing cookies. I ate all of them. I think I'm not even gonna try to go to the gym anymore for the month of December because I'm an emotional eater. So yeah, I'm gonna be eating. Like I made me some tuna fish when I got home, and I'm gonna eat it with some crackers, and I'm gonna rub my feet together, and I'm gonna dip the cracker in the bowl. Like I'm not even gonna be cute and put it in another plate. Like I'm eating it straight out the bowl that I prepared it in, and that's just what I'm gonna do. So you know, I love you more, Pooh. So, you guys, that's it. I don't even know if I don't know if I rambled. I don't know if anyone will find any value in this. This is just what I felt like saying at this moment in this particular hour, y'all. I promise you. So take what you take from it. Wait, you know how they be saying, take what resonates. You don't shut your resonating ass up. I hate that. Grand Rising, resonating. Oh, just freaking greedy. Shells, I promise you, I am. Don't do me. I'm a big back. That's just what it is. Just let me get through these holidays and eat, child. So my hips can spread. He like it. So, I ain't complaining. So I love you guys. Thanks for rocking with me for this past hour. I can't believe I even did an hour, but it feels so much better than my morning live because y'all know I had to end up cursing this person out that kept calling me transgender. I'm like, wait a minute. I done been called a lot of things, but like, yo, you like I'm transgender too. Like, nothing wrong. Shout out to the trans community. But like when you a whole woman out here, it's like somebody keep calling you trans. It's like, wait, what? So I got to going off and I cussed him out for probably 8 minutes straight this morning. I love you too, my Becca Wecca. I cussed that troll out for about a good 8 minutes. Messed up my whole life this morning, y'all. So I wanted to come back and give you something a little bit more, whatever it is. Hey, Miss Andrea, how you doing, beautiful woman? I hope all is well in your world. I was just ending too. So yeah, after my morning curse out with cursing that party out, I had to come back and do it again for y'all so we can have a real conversation. And so whoever that was, kiss my ass. I'm not a trans. Don't do me. They came in there doing me early this morning, y'all. So that's that, you guys. If you don't take anything from it, shit. I guess what? Mind your business. And that's that. You know. I love you guys. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. For those that stay to the end on the replay, hit the like button. It helps in the algorithm. Don't got to be about a super sticker and all of that there. Just at least hit the like button. You know what I mean? Because if not, I ain't coming on talking to y'all asses. And I'm going to just be real. I'm petty. I love you guys and have a great day. If you didn't see my morning live and want to see me go off for 8 minutes, it's still up. I'll see y'all later out here in these streets, y'all. Love you.